Today we have to discuss about the topic is central ossifying fibroma in connective tissue tumor. Before going to the topic, we need some more basic. What is ossifying fibroma? The ossifying fibroma is nothing but that is a neoplastic bone growth, which is the neoplastic bone growth which is present in the jawbone. It is called as central ossifying fibroma. Why it is called as central ossifying fibroma? Because there is a presence of soft tissue like gingiva which is present in the jawbone, present in the jaw. There is a chronic irritation like dental plaque or a calculus stimulate the soft tissue. As a result, uncontrolled soft tissue growth. Some parts get ossified in the uncontrolled soft tissue growth. As a result, there is a ossifying occurs. So it is called as peripheral ossifying fibroma. In order to distinguish between the peripheral ossifying fibroma, so it is called as ossifying fibroma. The central ossifying fibroma is nothing but the ossifying fibroma which occurs in the jawbone. It is called as central ossifying fibroma. The central ossifying fibroma clinically look like cemento-osseous dysplasia. Both are similar. In order to distinguish only by the cemento-osseous dysplasia occurs only in the jawbone. The cemento-ossifying fibroma, it occurs any part of the bone. And the cemento-ossifying fibroma have high potential growth than cemento-osseous dysplasia. Ossifying fibroma. The ossifying fibroma is nothing but it is a true neoplasm with significant growth potential of the fibrous tissue. That fibrous tissue get mixer mineralized matrix. That mineralized matrix is bony tubercle. It is called as ossifying fibroma. The mineralized tissue get cementum-like materials. It is called as cementifying fibroma. The combination of both cementing materials and bony tubercle matrix, it is called as cemento-ossifying fibroma. So ossifying fibroma is also called as ossifying fibroma, cemento-ossifying fibroma, cementifying fibroma. It is considered as a osteogenic neoplasm. It is mostly seen in the person who have mutation in the tumor suppressor gene, especially HRPT2 and hyperthyroidism jaw tumor syndrome. Those who are having hyperthyroidism or hyperthyroidism jaw tumor syndrome probably have having this kind of central ossifying fibroma. In clinical features occurs all age group, peak in 2 to 3 decades of life. That is a female predilection. Mostly mandibles are affected. Premolars and molars are the common site of mandible. Maxillary lesions also involved. Wherever the maxillary lesion involved, as a result, these lesions occupy the maxillary antrum. As a result, nasal obstruction also seen. There is a painless, sometimes painless and paresthesia are also seen. What is paresthesia? Paresthesia is nothing but there is a pricking pain. So this due to the tumor, the overgrowth of the tumor, as a result, compress the nerve. So pain and paresthesia produced. In radiography, it have a well-defined unilocular and mixed radiolucency and radio-opaque scene. It depends on the stage of lesions. Because in early it is a radiolucency, but intermittent stage it is a mixed lucency, that is radio-opaque and radiolucency. It is due to deposition of the mineralized matrix like cementum or bony materials. At late stage, there is a complete deposition of mineralized matrix, so there is a radio-opaque will be seen. In radiolucency will be seen also in the peripheral area. At the same time, buccal lingual bony expansion also seen. The buccal lingual bony expansion, the tumor is grow like a ball. So buccal lingual bony expansion and bowing of the inferior cortex also seen. In tumor, there is a root resorption and divergence also seen because it is a tumor. In histopathologic features, the lesions tend to separate easily from the surrounding bone. Grossly and microscopically, most lesions are well demarcated but encapsulated in some cases. There is a presence of fibrous capsule in some cases, and because that grossly and microscopically most lesions are well demarcated but unencapsulated, it is mostly seen, but presence of fibrous capsule is seen in some cases. The cellular fibrous tissue with the mineralized product will be seen in this case. The mineralized product is sometimes symptom like materials. This is a symptom like materials or bony tuberculosis or will be seen. The bony tubercle can vary in size, at the same time frequently demonstrated in both woven and lamellar bone. That is means both mature and immature bone. In peripheral area, there is a presence of osteoblastic activity will be seen usually. The symptom like spherules often demonstrate breast border. Here is the symptom like spherules. It is demonstrated as a breast border appearance. There is a significant intestinal hemorrhage is unusual. The mineralized product is a characteristic of ossifying fibroma. It is different from the uniform osseous pattern of fibrous dysplasia, because the fibrous dysplasia have a uniformly deposition of the mineralized material, but ossifying fibroma have ununiformed deposition of mineralized materials. The treatment is enucleation, surgical resection and bone grafting, and 12% of recurrence rate occur. Thank you.